Hello, my ginger loves. I hope all is well. Ooh, child, it's early. I've been up since 3 o'clock. So I said, let me take advantage. Because I'm sure the divine rose me up so early for a reason. All right. See what the angels and the ancestors have for us today. Well, okay. There we go. We have Night, be brave and honest. We have Oracle, wait for important information. We have Stag, trust and thrive. And then we have Great Teacher, learn from spiritual experiences. And then on the bottom you have Protection Guardian, drop your shields. So for Night, be brave and honest, what I'm feeling like is that somebody is not being authentic about what it is that they truly want to do. There's this cross on his sword, on the handle. And I'm feeling like somebody may be being called to do something spiritual, to do something that's not in the norm of maybe your family, your society, your culture, something like that. And you know that whatever this is, it's something that you are being guided, something you're being called to do, but you're not doing it because you're afraid. You may also be in denial that, this isn't really what you're supposed to do, or that you're not being divinely guided. Whatever it is, it may be seen as taboo, or it may be looked upon as something that might be like evil or wrong or something like that. But this is something that God is truly letting you know is your calling. And because it's something that's not in the norm of, what you're used to, or what may be considered, normal or okay for whatever reason, you may be breaking some kind of generational curse. You may be, starting or restarting something that was already a part of your lineage that you may not be aware of, because of the complexity of, how people feel about whatever this calling is. It may be something that those in your family may have gotten away from because it made people uncomfortable. And in order for them to be able to fit in, gypsy came to mind. So, it's on the energy of that. It may be something that makes people uncomfortable to talk about or to hear about, or it might be something that seems weird, some type of ritualistic type things, or something that, is spiritual in nature. And because we are called to be spiritual and not religious, you need to go ahead and do whatever this is. Be brave and honest. Be authentic with yourself. When you live in true authenticity, everything else falls into place. Things that are not meant for you are going to fall off. People that are not meant for you are going to fall off, and that's okay, because you're making room for who and what is. So somebody's being called to be brave and be honest about whatever this is that's a divine calling for you. We have Stag, trust and thrive. So, yeah, again, This is about trusting, your intuition. Trust what it is that you're being guided to do, because whatever this is, it's going to allow you to thrive in a way that you have not seen before, in a way that you have not imagined. There's all this green here, so that's letting me know that somebody needs to open their heart chakra up so that they can receive whatever this is. Again, you have green, you have these roses, they're red, and so that's root chakra. So somebody needs to get grounded, and you need to just trust that the divine will never lead you astray. This is also about trusting your intuition. Your intuition is never going to lead you wrong. So whatever your intuition is telling you to do, that's what you need to be doing. You cannot concern yourself with how it's going to look to other people or what people are going to think, because at the end of the day, when you're being obedient to what the Most High is calling you to do, when you are operating in your divine gifts, you're going to be divinely blessed. And so they'll get over it. And if they don't, that's okay too. That doesn't have anything to do with you. We then have Oracle, wait for important information. And she's holding this bowl with smoke. So, like I said, you have this snake here too. In many cultures, snakes are looked as a transformative animal. They are about metamorphosis and about change. So, it's not always a bad thing depending on the snake, just being quite honest. But here, she's holding this bowl, she's having this smoke. Somebody may be a shaman, someone may be a herbalist, someone may be a medicine man or a medicine woman. You're being called to do something spiritual. And I feel like this is going to come to you through your dreams. This is not, I mean, you may have waking visions, but I feel like this message is specifically for someone who's going to receive, or who does receive downloads through dreams. And you don't need to ignore that 717 on the timer. You need to make sure that you're writing your dreams down. You keep a dream journal. Keep a pen and paper, or pencil and paper, or marker and paper, or Sharpie, whatever it is you want to write with, highlighter, whatever. Make sure that you're keeping it next to your bed, because you're going to be receiving downloads in your dreams, and whatever information you remember when you wake up, that's what you write down. Probably won't make one bit of sense to you. You can always look up dreams to see, what certain things mean, but I have found, I am a dreamer, and I am someone who dreams in color. So I will write down things that I remember, and later on I have come to understand and realize that the things I remember were the things that were important to whatever was going to be coming to me in the coming weeks, months. Go back and read your dreams every now and then, because you'd be surprised the things that you've dreamed about that have certain parts or aspects have come to fruition that you didn't recall at the time that the thing happened. So somebody's getting some kind of downloads through your dreams. Some very important information is coming to someone. If you're a person that cleanses your space, light some palo, light some sage, and hearing blue sage. Um, Black sage is also good for dreams. Maybe get you some mugwort, if you can handle that, the smell. Or you can get some mugwort incense. Um, that does also help with dream recall and lucid dreaming. So you may want to take advantage of those things, or look up whatever else might be helpful, with dream recall. Um, but yeah, somebody's getting some very important downloads. This is information that you have been praying about, something that you've been asking for, and something that you've been waiting on. Waiting for important information, something you've been seeking out. something you've been asking the divine to give you clarity about, or some sort of, situation or opportunity that you've been asking about or praying about, that information is coming to you, but it's coming through a dream. So you want to make sure that you open yourself up, you cleanse your space, you cleanse yourself, 10-10 on the timer, and you do what you need to do so that you can be sure to be open as possible to be able to receive. Put some protection, jewelry on if you have any. Keep some, some black tourmaline or some obsidian, near you. Also, another helpful thing is to, get like a clear glass or a mason jar of water, or even a bowl, like a glass bowl, and put it under your bed. That also helps with dreams. And it also helps to keep things fluid. You want to make sure that you're praying over yourself before you go to sleep, because, you do have shapeshifters and things like that. It's a lot of fuckery going on in the spiritual world right now. And so in order to keep people from infiltrating, your space, your aura, especially when you're sleeping, because that's when you're the most vulnerable, you want to make sure that you are protecting yourself at all times. But somebody's about to get some very important information through their dreams, and it's coming to you through your dreams because that's when it's easiest for, for your ancestors, for God, for the angels to be able to deliver messages for you. Because whoever you are, your mind is always moving and you have a hard time relaxing. And so while you're awake, it's not easy to get you to see things. You're probably seeing angel numbers. Lots of signs and synchronicities are probably coming to you. You've probably even gotten the answer to, your questions or things that you've been praying about while you've been awake. But it's just, you're so in the 3D. Your mind is so chaotic sometimes that you're not noticing. So they're talking to you while you sleep. Make sure that you're journaling your dreams. Something is going to make sense to you very soon. You are getting an answer. And then we have great teacher, learn from spiritual experiences. So this is supposed to be giving off the vibration and the frequency of like Jesus. If you are familiar with Reverend Ike, then you know that Jesus, according to his teaching, is a concept. He never said that Jesus was not real. And I am not saying that Jesus was not real. But Christ mentality is being in a frequency of love and light, forgiveness and mercy, but still handling your business. Right? You don't have to fight battles that are insignificant. God is doing that work for you. Your angels, your ancestors, your spirit team, they are behind you. So someone, is going through some things that are causing you spiritually to possibly question things that you've learned, things that you think you know. Raising your frequency, raising your vibration, becoming spiritual, and releasing religion is about unlearning certain things and operating in Christ-like frequency. So this is letting you know that you have spiritual protection, you have covering, you have grace, you have mercy, You have the Most High God standing with you through all of the battles that you may be going through. And because we are spiritual beings having a human experience, there are certain things that you may be encountering spiritually that you don't understand, or things that are happening to you and it feels like everything you learned is a lie. Everything is perception. So it's up to you to decipher what you desire to believe, what you desire to receive, what you desire to hold on to. I grew up Christian. I grew up in the church. And even when I was young, I questioned a lot of things because it did not sit right with my spirit. And as I got older, there were certain facets of religion that I agreed with and I believed, but I always knew there was something much more than doctrine, than the repetitive. It's like the rigmarole of going to church because that's what we're taught we're supposed to do, or doing it because that's what our family always did, or believing this and that because if you don't, people will think you're weird. Well, I am weird, so that's okay, you know? And so in letting go of Christianity and embracing spirituality, I've come to know, believe, and understand that it's okay for me to trust and believe certain things and release other things because I know that with my spirit, it doesn't sit well. Not pushing for anyone to release their religion or their religious beliefs, not telling anyone what to do. What I am saying is that if you are being guided in a different direction than how you grew up, it doesn't make you a bad person. It doesn't make you a rebel. It doesn't make you unworthy of God's love or of God's peace or especially of God's protection. Because your spirit, in the way your spirit is guiding you, is what matters. Okay? And then here we have protection guardian on the bottom. Drop your shields. You don't have to be so guarded. It's okay if you want to release yourself from things that don't sit right with you, no matter what those things are. It's all right if you feel like you need to let go of certain practices, behaviors, mindsets, whatever, if it doesn't sit right with your spirit. Whatever your spirit is guiding and telling you to do, go with that. Because that's what matters. That's what counts. I just used this deck, the Raise Your Vibration Oracle, in my last reading, and on the bottom, you are worthy. So, like I'm saying, you're still worthy of God's love. You're still worthy of God's protection. You're still worthy of God's, grace and mercy. If you're doing what it is your spirit is calling you to do. Everyone has a different mission here. Everyone has a different purpose. We're not all here to do the exact same things. And we're definitely not here to people please and to do what other people want us to do, because you only get one chance at this particular life cycle. You know what I'm saying? This incarnation, you only get one time. So make the best of it. Do what it is you're being called to do, and do it for you and not for the pleasure of others. Because while you're busy making everybody happy so that they're not against you, or so they don't feel a ways, or so that, you stay accepted, or so people don't look at you funny, you're miserable on the inside. And that is not the kind of existence that God wants for you. We are to live life and live it more abundantly. So do that. Abundance goes far beyond money. You have an abundance of health. You have an abundance of wealth. You have an abundance of peace. You have an abundance of love. You have an abundance of knowledge and clarity and wisdom, divine guidance. You're not called to live your life for other people. You're called to live a life that God is directing you to live, however that is for you. Your mission, your life, your journey, your healing. Don't let other people dictate that. I love y'all so much. I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of the day. If this resonated with you in any way, please like, share, and subscribe to this channel. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. I appreciate y'all for sticking in there with me. I love y'all so much. Have a wonderful rest of the day. Bye.